Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Talk with the Titans, live from London, UK, all the way to the US of A and worldwide. I'm your host, Kalam L, and this is Talk with the Titans. You know what, tonight's show, we've got the Armin Ross squad in the building, and they're going to give us a presentation on no pseudo. All the pseudoism in the community is definitely a no-fly zone around the Armin Ross squad. Ain't that right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's the Magi right there. Who else we've got here from the Amon Ra squad who's with us right now?
We have our brother Ishmael live right now, brother Kalam. Peace, Stephen.
Peace, my brother. And of course, we've got, you know what, the king of New York, the God killer himself, Uncle Keck in the building. Peace.
Hey, Black African power, man. No fly zone.
No fly zone at all. You know what? We have to start the show off right. We have to have the Amon Ra squad slogan sounded off right now. So who's with me?
Which one? Black African power. Oh, well organized lie.
Yeah.
Hey, a well organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is crazy. You know what? Yeah. We've started a new thing, which is the quick fire, the Titans top 10 quick fire round of questions, where we're asking 10 questions really fast, just to give us a nice little warm up before we actually get into the heart of the show. And for those of you who are new and just tuning in right now and have no idea about Talk with the Titans, Talk with the Titans was literally created out of the idea, was birthed out of the idea that the intellectual giants should have a well-organized platform to A, discuss, B, debate, and C, debate, discuss, and present critical information affecting our community, proposed by you, the audience members, our community. So a lot of you have proposed some of these questions, so we're going to ask these questions right now. You know what? I think this question really may actually go to the Mossey clan as well as certain members in the Amon Ra squad. Now, there has been a whole issue. There's been some whole madness that we've seen transpired over Saneter TV in terms with, Dr. Ali Muhammad. I love that brother, Dr. Ali Muhammad. He's a good brother. He's one of the first Titans to actually grace Talk with the Titans. But, on there, he held up a certificate that seemed, I don't know. It didn't seem 100% legit. Due to the spelling mistakes. And I know the Mossey clan and the Amon Ra squad did a presentation on that. I don't know if you're at liberty, I don't know if there's a ceasefire going on right now, but are you at liberty to actually give us an overview of what actually took place?
Yeah, it was like, it's no kind of a ceasefire or anything like that. The brother was in the room with brother Uncle Cat, and he flashed up a degree, and on that particular degree, he had some spelling errors that were on that degree. The actual, I guess the title of the degree, as well as some spellings of the word 20 on there. We identified it as far as the spelling errors. I think as a squad we do believe that he does have a degree, but I guess there's some dispute on if it's the degree on what he was claiming that it was on. He was making the claim that it was a degree dealing with chemistry, biology, genetics. We don't know that, or at least I don't know that. But as far as him actually obtaining a degree, we take him at his word for it. He's been a long-time scholar within the community, very well respected. We support the brother. And I think that if there's any kind of discrepancies, that it should be handled between him and that particular institution, which is Temple University. So that's really our stance on it, and that's our particular view on it as far as Amon Ra squad.
Okay. And you know what? I'm actually have to introduce, because I don't know if a lot of the community is aware of the Mossey clan. Yes, the Mossey clan was in part responsible for actually bringing this information to our attention. So I just want to welcome Brother Nahisi. If you're there, Brother Nahisi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace, my brother. I think you did an excellent job on, that short presentation. The research that you went in and the charisma you showed on screen had us captivated and entertained for for a good period of time.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
And could you just give us a quick intro to the Mossey clan and the members that actually is inside, which is an offshoot of the Amon-Ra squad?
Actually, I don't know all the members of it. Unc can elaborate on that. I don't know all the members specifically. I know Brother Benjamin.
Okay.
It's a secret. It's a secret. If I tell you, I had to kill you, Kalam. What I will tell you is, man, we got dedicated brothers and sisters. You know, Mossey Warrior Clan, very, very important aspect of what we do, so that when the members on the Amon-Ra squad get old, you got the young brothers and sisters taking up the slack. That's the same with Team Osiris. It's very, very healthy environment to grow and learn. Enough people to get it in. Study teams. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Mossey, man, is a very, very important group. You know, you got Black Panther, you got Amen, you got Haru, you got Bunchy Carter, you got, man, it's a few people that we waiting to bust out, but we just holding back. When it's time, you know how we let them silos go. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's important, but I like to thank, you know, Brother Nahisi, you know, for that information. And it wasn't to be funny. You know, me personally, I don't have a degree. You feel me? So for me, for a person to flash a degree is kind of like, you know, I call that white boy shit. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself an autodidact, right? If you know what an autodidact is, that's a self-taught person. Most people don't even understand that. Charles Darwin would have been an autodidact. People don't know that. All right. Jolie Rogers was that. John Henry Clark was that. So you flashing a degree on me, that don't do nothing for me. I feel like I can get you the information to comprehend it just as good as anybody with a degree. So he was kind of out of bounds and was showboating on that. So, you know what I mean? I mean, he got himself in that because I would have never brought that up. You know what I mean? You know, I like Ali, and you know, we never try to disrespect people. I think that when we come back so hard, people feel like we like bully. I don't know what it is, man, but they should know that we're very, very serious in our work. Our work is not based around beating up people in the black community. Our work is based around raising the level of everybody around us, man. That's what we dedicated to, man. And that's why we say it's a no-fly zone, because people are too intelligent, right, in our community to have to make up shit. My fault. We're too intelligent not to hold that standard that Africans have been holding, man, for like 194,000 years. They tell you, right in the scientific data, right, that Homo sapiens sapien in Omo Valley, they say there's no evidence to suggest that they were less intelligent than we are today. So the African been intelligent from the start, man. You feel me? So I'm not here to bash certain individuals, certain people, man. I'm just saying, get your daggone weight up, and if you get out of order, right, directed towards the squad or directed towards the community, and we feel deemed necessary, we're just gonna deal with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no cut calls on that. And it can go both ways. I got a book coming out. Smash got a book. Look, Smash got a book. Put the fire to it. You know the goddamn logo shining bright in that joint. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Look, let me show you, man. We got this. Look, we got that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Meltrex logo shining bright in that. It's in school systems, man. It make me proud to go to Philly and see this book on the damn shelf, man. In the bookstore, it make me proud to go to Baltimore, right? See this on the bookshelf. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're like, our books is in bookstores. Like, so really, people are just talking. The squad ain't about that, man. You know, I do a lot of talking, but my comrades around me, they don't really like to talk. And when they come out, they finish you. I just be playing with you, smacking you around. I'm like the warning shot. So whenever I throw something, right, it's a warning shot. It's that blow coming behind it that'll finish your career. So, you know what I mean? We ain't really dedicated to dealing with white academia, Kalam. And you've seen that in the museum. When me and Ish went in there and dealt with those brothers in one of the largest museums, man, it was what it was. You could just see what it is. And we got Ngozi, I don't know where he at, man. Come on, man. This is not hard work. We want to really build a strong community, man. Seriously, yo, all this back and forth thing is really just some fun time stuff, man. But we really want to make a difference in our lifetime for our community. That's what it really is, bro.
Definitely, definitely. And you know what? I've got a second question for you out of the 10 questions that we've got here. And this is actually coming from Kedrick Smith. And he says, Brother Ankh, please ask Brother Ankh this question. What is the most pseudo-teaching that majority of the African-centered community currently hold as truth?
That some kind of way we superheroes somewhere along the line. That we're more than just human. Like we some kind of god. I think everybody forgot that human beings made up gods. Human beings did that. In some kind of way we got a special power and all we got to do is hold true to how melanin in the community get fixed. That's the most pseudo thing we got going here, that we hold some kind of special power. That's not the truth. Mother Nature gave everybody an advantage on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the most pseudo things we got going, that we think we some kind of superhero gods or something, man. That's not the truth.
All right. And the third question that I have to ask right now, I know I've got to get all the controversy out of the way. You know what? Shakka Ahmose mentioned Brother Ish's name again on Saneter TV. He mentioned your name as well. I want to know, has the ceasefire truly ended, or is everything back to normal again?
Ask Ish.
And how do you feel? Furthermore, how do you feel about the brother mentioning your name again?
I don't know. I like free commercials sometimes. And this is all I got to say. See that? Right? Watch this. Look. You see this? You see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
See this
we
book?
see it.
Who picture you see on this book?
That's the Magi.
Okay, you don't see his face, do you?
Nope.
Look. Who face you see on this book?
Shakka Ahmose's face.
Hold on, let me turn the page. Let me turn the page. Next page. Who face you see on this book?
Ooh, we see Shakka Ahmose's face again.
Hold on. Well, let me turn the page. Let me just see. Hold on. Who face you see on the next page?
Damn, is that Shakka again?
Hold, wait. Let's go to the back of the book where we like to study. Back of the book. Who face on the back of the book?
Damn. Hold on. Out of the 50-odd pages, are you telling me at least 5 pages has got Shakka Ahmose's face on it?
Whoa. Let's come to the bibliography. This is the bibliography. Look.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, I don't have to talk about this, man. I don't, thanks for the free commercial, Shakka. I love you, brother. You can look all through this. I only see, look, scholarly work, bruh. This is scholarly work, man. Look, man. Look. Ujawa work. Look, man. Look who he got on the back of that. That means something. When this get into a person's consciousness, right? It means something. The scientist right there. Look, that means something. It get into your consciousness. It means something. Look, let me show you something, man. You can see who playing. Yo, this means something right there, man. That stand for something, bruh. Look. I don't see his picture in this book. I don't see none of that. Look, wait, I ain't finished yet. Look, come on, man. Come on with that, man. We don't gotta talk about that. We don't gotta talk about that. It's not, look, I mean, it ain't even worth it, yo. Like it's almost, I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking they just trying to get me or something. Cause they can't be that crazy. I don't see her picture on here, man. I see, watch this. This is family members working. Like she actually used her family members right here as the voices and stuff like that to teach the kids how to run a business. They teach them how to act. Come on, man. Like this is real work, man. And they always bait me into this for some crazy reason, man. Because they know they think I'm real high-headed, but I'm really not. I just like playing that role. So everybody know I'm not really that high-headed. But we got some high heads around us. So everybody just we going to have fun. 2016, we're going to have fun going around the world, right, promoting Magi, archers. We got prison programs coming. We got the live streams. Come on, man, like for real. If not for the love of the community, right, we would just not say nothing to people. But since we love the people, man, we just be having fun, man. We know they like a little entertainment. That's what I do. Have some fun, crack some jokes, you know what I mean, and make sure the work get done, man. I mean, that's what we doing. Yeah, we ain't. And then Team Osiris, man, you come on, man. It ain't fair.
You know what? Let me go on to the fourth question. I believe this is the fourth
man.
of the 10 questions. Okay. You know, quite recently we had the brother Zion Lexx actually with us in the studios over here at Talk with the Titans with you know, the Rabbi Harry Rosenberg. Before we go into that, because I saw the book. Where is the Love by the brother Asar Imhotep.
Right.
And Zion Lexx, you know, had a wish. You know, he stated he would love to actually debate, you know, not based upon personality, not based upon ego, not based upon hype, but to actually debate debate an intellectual equal as himself, as Asar Imhotep and Sonjedi. You know, what I want to know, I think what the audience wants to know as well.
Intellectual equal? Where's his writings at? Where's his writings? Do we have any writings? Does he have any books?
He got one book. To his credit, he might have another. I'm not belittling.
Maybe we should get a copy of that. You think we should get a copy of that?
I think we should.
Let's get a copy then.
You know,
we'll get a copy of that book.
Let's give Zion Lexx a quick, you know, a little quick promo. I believe he does have 2 books out. I believe you can find them on Amazon. I believe one was written in response of the Kemetic on trial debate, which he wasn't able to present his information. So I think the bulk of his information, it went into a book. So just a quick promo to my brother Zion Lexx.
What's the name of the book?
I'll find it.
Yeah, because I can tell you it was a real book. You know, I love books. Look, wait, look at this, Kalam. Look, Kalam. Look. What's this, Kalam? I got 50 reasons right here why I'm going to beat you up. Look, I'm going to beat them up. They don't read enough. I ain't got no degree. I got to stay on top of all the new shit. It's all year long. Look, all year long. All year long. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to read more than the average person. I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning reading. Look, I'm going to beat them up. Look, they ain't never seen this side of the collection. Magazine, they ain't never seen all that. They ain't seen all that. They ain't never gonna see all that. You know, to everybody think I'm the weak link. I ain't never been a weak link on nothing I did. I'm just a link. Trust me. And I'm gonna stay strong because I got warriors around me that's way stronger. So I got to keep my weight up, bro. That's just real. So the Zion Lexx saga. I want to see. Can I see the book? Let me see this book because I can look at it in 2 seconds and tell whether it's a good book. That's what I do. Oh, new book. Look at this. Look. Hardcover there.
In my memory, I think his book. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
In my memory, I think his book is called "It Was Written." Is that correct, or something like that?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to read it, and I support his work. I ain't mad at nobody who's trying to put out works. That's what we do.
Okay, and you know what? Since we're here right now at this point, I'm just going to encourage everybody who's watching right now to please hit the share button down below. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your socials, your Googles, and so forth. Let everybody actually know we've got the Amun-Ra squad in the building today with us. We've also got Team Osiris in the building, Mossey clan in the building, the Magi in the building. You know what? This is a packed house. We got Ujawu in the building. You know what? So it's a packed house right about now. Ngozi just popped in, so please hit the share button, hit the share link, and let everybody know that we are live with, you know what, the hard-hitting Titans are here with us right now. You know what?
Ask you a question, Kalam.
Go ahead.
Are you on Team Osiris?
I'm on Team Osiris.
Well, I'll never hear you say it. Ask you the tough question.
Huh?
I'll never hear you promote it. I never hear you say, Team Osiris. I'm just gonna ask you the tough question. I'm just, asking the tough question.
I say every single time Team Osiris comes on, Team Osiris is on the horizon. Is that true?
Because the truth is, that's the only reason we're here, Kalam. Because if you wasn't Team Osiris, we wouldn't be here, brother. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We support family, brother. Just let you know.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
You brought up the brother, the good brother Zion Lexx. I just had a question. Did the brother, he was on your show, but was there ever a point in time where the brother spoke about his accusation about the screen issue, because for some reason I may have missed it, but I haven't seen the brother come back and address that issue.
Okay, are you referring to the green screen? Did you say about the green screen, right?
Yeah, his accusation about the Egypt trip of night with the green screen. Did he ever come back and address that issue?
Oh.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't own up to that one. But you know, some of the things
Well,
sweep under the rug.
the reason why I bring that up, and if he didn't, I don't know, so I'm not gonna accuse him of not doing it. But if he didn't, then I don't understand why we can even entertain someone to have a debate on their so-called intellectual equal if they don't have the integrity enough to address it and own up to that. So that's just my piece on that. But I'm not saying that he didn't. I just didn't catch it. That's why I'm asking the question.
All right, all right. And I'm gonna bring it down now. So we got another question. So I believe this is the fifth question. This is a fifth question, and it's coming from the brother Nyame Ubuntu. And he says, within the evolution conference, Polite said that the Egyptians used nanotechnology to build the pyramids. Does the Amun-Ra squad agree with this hypothesis? And he gives a reference of the 42nd minute mark until the 48-minute mark in the Kemetic Science and Evolution and Creation conference. So does the Amun-Ra squad, agree with that hypothesis that Polite put forward?
What? Somebody want to answer that?
Nope, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, I'll answer that. No, the brother Polite got it from an article that was from, actually the article is dated
Kofu no for sure.
in 2007. It's an article where a person is making that analogy. The article is not saying that the ancient Egyptians actually practiced nanotechnology per se. It was a use of an analogy because of what the certain stones were made up of, certain mixtures, and that was it. So it's it shouldn't be taken out of context as though the ancient Egyptians were nanotechnologies and they were dealing with particles that were 1/1000th of a diameter apart from each other, et cetera, et cetera. So, no.
All right, thank you. I know Team Osiris. Did Team Osiris wanting to add anything towards that?
Hey, Kufu, no. Where you at, Kufu?
Okay, I guess he's being silent on this one. I'm actually going to bring it over now to some other questions that we've got here. We've got a question about young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh. I think the majority of our audience members have heard this phrase, pseudoism, pseudo king, no pseudo allowed, pseudo, from the Amun-Ra squad in relations to young Pharaoh. So I want somebody to, for those of us who aren't, I don't know, we're not apt to the terminology of pseudo. Can someone please explain pseudo or pseudoism, and why does the Amun-Ra squad put young Pharaoh into the category of pseudoism?
First of all, no one puts no one in the category. They put themselves in the category. So let's go straight to the definition. Let's deal with pseudo for a minute. The prefix pseudo, okay, is used to mark something that superficially appears to be or behaves like one thing, but actually is another. Okay, that's pseudo. So we're talking about things that appear to be something that is really not. Right? Let's deal with pseudoscience. Is a claim, belief, or practice presented as scientific, but which does not adhere to the scientific method. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Pseudoscience is a claim, belief, or practice presented as scientific, but does not adhere to the scientific method. Now, see, this is not even hard to figure this out. This is very, very easy. You know what I'm saying? So we don't place anybody in that. So let's deal with pseudo scholarship. Is a work, publication, lecture, or body of work that is presented as, but is not the product of rigorous and objective study or research, the act of producing such work, or the pretended learning upon which it is based. So the Amara Squad does not put anybody anywhere. They put themselves in those categories. Easy. Easy. Very simple. We don't bash anybody. You do it to your damn self. It's not Unk. It's not the Magi. It's not Ish. It's not Ngozi. It's not Nahisi. You know what I'm saying? It's not Garfield. It's not none of us. We don't do that. It's not Ujau. It's not Dr. Oya Mayat. It's not Bunchy Carter. It's not us. It's not the Black Panther. We're not doing it. So they need to stop saying that. The Amara Squad is not doing that. We're simply bringing the attention to the people that there are definitions that exist. What's going on, Gozy? There are definitions that exist, right? And certain people, based off their works, will end up falling into those categories, man. Simple.
Simple. And you know what? We've got this debate coming up now. Polite versus the Rabbi Harry Rosenberg. You know what? Some people are calling and saying that, you know what, Polite shouldn't be the one that's actually debating the rabbi. It needs somebody more scholarly. It needs the Hebrews to be debating the rabbi. I just want to know your thoughts on this whole debate with the Jewish man called Rabbi Harry Rosenberg.
Ooh, who you want? Ish?
I mean, it's simple. He's a fraudulent Jew, and they've been around for a really, really long time. And they've been available to be debated for a really, really long time. So now one person stands up to debate them. Why stand on the sidelines and critique it now? You had an opportunity to invite them for many, many years, and you chose not to. You chose to remain silent. So I commend and I salute Brother Polite for stepping up to the challenge and calling out and dealing with this issue, because obviously no one decided to do it before.
And you know, there's a second debate that's taking place between Reggie and the Moors. I believe it's Sharif. Can somebody correct me? Which Moor is going to be against?
That's correct. That's our brother Dr. Reggie and brother Sharif A. Bay. Absolutely.
That's it. Now, you know, I know Ish, you are, I believe, are a Moor. And I believe that you're very educated more at that. You know, personally, I would rather see a debate or discourse between you and Reggie or you and Shakka Ahmose about, you know, the Moorish empire, the Moorish movements, etc. So, you know, is there going to be anything where we see Ishmael involved with any debates coming up? Because I know a lot of our audience members are familiar with you sitting on the panel of the, I believe it's the Young Lords. What is it called? The Young
Correct.
Lords, you know, and you're doing some healthy, passionate lectures on Nation of Islam and Scientology and co. So I want to know, you know, when are we going to actually start seeing more of the Amun-Ra Squad members involved with the debates, especially you, Brother Ish?
What I can say is that when the call went out for any Moors, the call went out for the best of them, unquote. And I was the very first Moor to accept that challenge. I accepted the challenge publicly for Brother Reggie to engage in academic debate, and I was denied that opportunity. I then called out again for Shakka Ahmose to face off with me on the stage, and once again, I was denied. So as a Muslim, I do not go where I am not wanted. If there's misinformation that is going out there, that misinformation will be addressed. We will do it independently. And I will make sure that as Amun Ra Squad, we will be diligent and we will dispel all of the myths and the misinformation that is being spread throughout the community. But, you know, I cannot make a man face off with me after I tell them that I accept their challenge and they refuse to accept that. To me, it's cowardly. To me, you know, don't make broad statements about all Moors, and then when a Moor steps up, you then wish to alter the engagement rules, attempting to have me answer for some Circle 7 Quran when it's something that I've never promoted in my life. I've never been a member of a Moorish Science Temple in my life. I have students that run Moorish Science Temples and are sheiks. I make sheiks. I don't answer to sheiks. So I deal with Moorish history from an African rooted perspective and an academic perspective. So if you say you want the best and I'm willing to step up and engage with you and you refuse to accept that, then we will simply move on because we have bigger and better things to focus upon.
Teach. All right. And another thing that I need to know, you know, because this has come up before in past discourses. You know, is there a contradiction being on the Amun Ra squad yet holding on to a particular practice or particular faith? Can you be Muslim and still be a member of the Amun Ra squad?
Yes, you can. I was taught by a very good teacher, and I've had very good big brothers and big guidance in my journey of coming into the knowledge of myself. Brothers who accepted Master Pharaoh Muhammad, brothers who accepted Allah, their faith as Muslims, and still could understand the totality of what it means to remain African-centered at your core and to make sure that you're looking out for the best interest of the people in a unified manner. So yes, I have yet to see anyone as bold with the enemies as Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. I've yet to see one in my lifetime. If you can take on the President of the United States and the Vice President and the Congress and the Senate and the FBI, the CIA, and every other alphabet group, and you can still stand strong, still remain as a strong black man, still maintain your Muhammad, still maintain Master Pharaoh Muhammad, still be unified for all African people, then obviously I have a very good example of a prototype of something that I can say, I see that it can be done. Now let me customize it and do it my way.
Hey, let me add some of that, Kalam.
Go ahead.
You only got one Khalid Muhammad. He's no longer with us. And you only got one Ismail Law. And I'm just going to say that. And I'm going to leave it right there. All right? Because we ain't got nothing but special people around us. So I don't think it'll be another special person coming along in another 50 years that they could even make the Amun Ra squad. Feel me with that. All right? Now, if you're going to be a Christian, you got to be super special. Hebrew, you got to be super special. You feel me with that? I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's one. I think when they made the mold, you know what I'm saying, they threw it away. That's how I'm feeling. All right?
All right.
Trust me. You ain't going to find no more Khalid Muhammad's running around here.
And you know what? I've got to ask this question as well. You know what? Because the Amun Ra squad is definitely a force to be reckoned with. And I think most people, whether it's Hebrews, Muslims, Christians, you know, everybody is actually kind of running scared, even from the Kemetic stance, is actually running scared from the Amun Ra squad. So a lot of the time, you know, people are familiar with the debates. And I think that's usually the key tentpole hooking point for everybody just to be aware of what's going on in the community. Obviously, there's loads of things going on in the community. There's lectures going on, there's seminars, there's workshops, there's all these different courses that takes place within inside the conscious community that, you know, generally speaking, the public, the mass public, have no awareness of it. So I want to know from Ujawu himself, because I know Ujawu, he runs the meduneta.com. I believe it's medu-neta, and he does the ancient Egyptian language, the hieroglyph language. He does several courses on their beginners and intermediate courses. Now, you know, can anybody, I don't know, who, if you had the opportunity, is there anybody you would want to, I don't know, dialogue with, just dialogue with, pertaining to the Medunetta or pertaining to ancient Egyptian culture that you believe is actually misinforming or miseducating the people? I know the brother Necheneb had a wonderful presentation in line for Walter Williams on his claims that the ancient Egyptian language has never been deciphered. So I want to know, if you had the opportunity to have a dialogue with somebody about the ancient Egyptian history and culture, who would it be?
That's a tough question because I don't see the people that I would like to dialogue with. They're very astute and proficient in the culture and language already. It would be a dialogue of progress, and discussing different aspects of the language. But in terms of what I think you're asking me, as far as someone misinforming the community, nobody really stands out. It's just that there are certain claims I would like to address, and I have addressed in the past. One is the good professor, Dr. Williams' claim that the Seshmedu Neter has not been deciphered, and we've covered that like 2 years ago, and it kind of popped up very strong recently. So that would be one. So it'd be particular about different claims. But outside of that, no one really stands out that I would say misinforming. You have your sporadic articles that will pop up that will be addressed, but no one in particular will come to mind to me right now.
I think within the community there is a lack of teachers from the Kemetic point of view who's up front and producing works. But I know that you're in the inner circle of great scholars and minds in terms of the Kemetic community. Could you put forward certain names, articles, and publications that's circulating at the moment that isn't getting the mass media that it truly deserves?
Okay, I could say one that comes to mind. Um, uh, Jean-Claude Mboli, who is a African linguist. I believe his work needs to be definitely um, looked at and read. The unfortunate thing is that it's in French. So the brother Asar Imhotep, his work is definitely something to support and to for people to get into and read and study. Because what brother Asar Imhotep has done with Jean-Claude Mboli's work is to explain it to our audience here, because his work is written in French, and it's a highly technical scientific work dealing with linguistics. And his book is entitled, Jean-Claude Mboli's book is entitled The Origin of African Languages. And what that book does essentially is it reclassifies all of the African languages based on evidence and proof, based on actual linguistic genetic testing. Unlike Greensburg classifications that most of us were familiar with, such as Nilo-Saharan, Niger-Congo, Afro-Asiatic, and so on and so forth, that's what most people are using. Jean-Claude Mboli has definitely revisited that and done the genetic work over a 10-year period of time from 2002 to 2010, and that work is not, in my opinion, is not receiving enough just due, and mainly due because it's in French. So that would be one. Asar Motep, um, another, and then obviously Dr. Viketti Amin, who has 30 years, 30 plus years dealing with hieroglyphs or Sheshmedu Neter, and she's an excellent teacher. She's my formal teacher. Um, and then you have others such as a late Uncle Ra, and of course we have Dr. Theophilo Benga, his work in regards to the culture of Kemet and the language and African culture in general. Um, and then there's others that escape my mind right now, but we can list them later on.
Okay, and I believe there is a couple that has their publication, and I believe that their publication is highly revered in the community, and it's not no small work. It's pages numbering in 800s plus. Is that Dr. Kilimanjaro, or who is that exactly? The couple that put
Right
forward
here,
those publications.
Manic Press, right here, yo. Official books in Armor Squad, man.
There we
That's
go.
Deka, Professor or Dr. Deka Kilimanjaro, and his wife Ife. And then you have the brother Yahra. They're a team, and they've done some excellent work. Excellent work. I mean, the books are on steroids. The books are, you know, over 1,100 pages. The particular book that Unc just held up. They have some excellent work. Some very fundamental, necessary work. They should be must reads. They should be on the bookshelves of everybody in the so-called conscious community, because their books cover things of how to research, what is the scientific method, how to study, how to research, how to take notes, how to formulate your notes, how to form study teams, how to set forth curriculums, how to run an institution, and so on and so forth. So that's the kind of work that they put in.
All right.
Yeah, right here, study teams.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I model, you know what I'm saying? I model, you know, the Mossey, Tim Osiris is right here, man. We don't remake the wheel. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got, like, I think I need one more book and I'll have all the books. You know, they send me books. I appreciate that, man. Y'all got to support them. As a matter of fact, you'll be on the show this Sunday.
All right. You know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get the Amun-Ra squad to post up, you know, links to where you can purchase these books and the authors that were actually mentioned. So please get your game up, get your research game up, get your reading game up, and we're definitely gonna post them inside of the Talk with the Titans Facebook group page, and we're gonna post them in the Amun-Ra squad group page, and we're also gonna post them in the Team Osiris group page as well. All of the authors that were mentioned earlier on, as well as links to where you can buy their publications. Because trust me, we need to actually start reading these publications and start having an African-centered mind, and actually support our own. You know what? These couples, these individuals are producing great works, but they're just not popular. I don't know why they're not popular. There's great information in there, but I guess most people are looking for the sensational pseudo information, and they want to buy into fairy tales, I assume.
In Barnes and Nobles, that's where they want to hang at, in the supernatural section. You know, they need to check that video. You see this, Kalam? Can you see this?
Yeah. Let me just put it right on you. Hold on. We can all see it.
Hey,
hanging on pseudo Amun-Ra squad scholarship.
Banging on that pseudo shit. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ain't nobody got no band of that daggone big. They ain't ready, yo. So Ifa Kilimanjaro and them, man, they actually got a curriculum. All right, let's get this straight. So anybody trying to start up a school, right? They got a curriculum. All right. That curriculum is for everybody. So we don't need to rewrite a curriculum. We got a curriculum and we got the books to match it up. All right. That's very important, man. So, you know, we banging on that pseudo ship. You know why? You know why it's so important, Kalam? To get rid of pseudo ship.
Tell us.
And pseudo science. You know why, Kalam?
Go ahead.
Not because we think we better, because we are better. And we are better because we stay close to the ancestors, right? We free thinkers, right? And it's important because if you was to try to engineer a building off of pseudoscience, right? Would that building stand up? No. No. If you was trying to implement a food program off of foolishship, would it work? No. No. So I'm saying all the mystical, supernatural, that don't work. That's not going to work. We're trying to learn how to run infrastructures again. You know what I'm saying? We want to rebuild a strong community, put protection on the community. We want to have community gardens where we can get food. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you have pseudo farming, it's not going to work. I'm just saying. So if there is no room for that. That's something you put when you just want to have some fun and read it. That's something different, man. You know what I'm saying? But as far as people putting in the serious work, man, don't nobody have time for that. Many Europeans put it over in the section, and like Ujao say, you know, just find a pseudo king somewhere and let them run all of that, man. Come on, man. That's not, the computer doesn't run off of pseudoscience. Nothing. So I don't understand. I don't really understand why. I mean, why people even part their lips and say it's the white man's science. I mean, like, it's just very, very confusing at the end of the day when people say that. As a matter of fact, United States doesn't even lead the world in science. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the international community. And I think, and I know Ish, you'll back me up on this, everybody on the team. Y'all back me up on this, man. That we got enough damn sense to know that white people lie. We get that. And black people might just lie. But what we do know for sure is numbers don't lie. Right? So we understand all of the trying to manipulate and skew numbers and trying to do this. And we get that. But the only thing that can catch that, right, is science. I mean, how else are you going to put the raw data in and get it checked out properly? So, you know what I'm saying? That's right or wrong, Ish.
Absolutely.
Feel it, right?
And that's why we don't stress so much the degrees. We stress the methodology, because we're dealing with people that have institutions that produce people with scholarships every year. You get people that have degrees and PhDs in Egyptology and science that are black people every year. And there's still an overabundance of a pseudo environment. And that's after all of these people have these degrees for all of these years. So why is it that it's groups like Amara Squad that focus on groundbreaking information? Because the reason why is because we're not a slave to the system. We think outside the box because we're not bound by the rules that have been established that's rooted in white supremacy. So from us dealing from an African perspective, we are already outside of the box and already one step ahead of those who have already been doing this for many, many years. So we take that very serious in order to be independent in our research and our methodology, and making sure that we're doing it in an organized way so that we can elevate the overall knowledge and information that our people need so much. So this is why we do it the way that we do it, and this is why we're so effective at how we do it. That's so much more important.
I think lost.
I think Kalam dropped out. Oh, there he go. Came back.
I think I think we got Brother Kalam.
Kalam, you back? Is this the extra? Wow.
I don't know what's just happened. I have to apologize, but if you lot can keep it flowing.
You must have had pseudo on your mind, yo. It's a no-fly zone, man. You must have been thinking a little pseudo somewhere, man. Kick you out automatically, man.
But while Brother Kalam is getting things back in order, I think it's a very important time to focus on some of the things that we do focus on with Amara Squad. We're very well invested in the youth. And Dr. Oya Mayat really has set the standard on a whole new level of us being able to approach the youth and engage in them and making sure that we're giving them palatable information that they can take and grow and digest. We're also expanding and doing our prison programs, making sure that we're able to get books in the hands of inmates, male and females, as well as trying to put programs together where they can get money on the books for things that they would need within these institutions. We think that we as Amara Squad have an obligation in order to serve all of our people. And there's a very important aspect of our people that need the study habits of making sure that they are getting things that's going to free their minds so that they are doing something while they're occupying their particular time. But when they do get out, they will still have a well-produced mind and be in a nationhood type of mentality. So our prison programs is something that we're really working hard to reach into, and that's something that we're really pushing hard towards, as well as regular institutions like schools and things that's going to be tangible schools to be built from the ground up so that we can continue to invest in our youth and expound upon a foundation that's already being laid.
Oh, you got, where you at, Magi? You know, Magi, man, we want to publish books, brothers in the prison system. You want to talk about that for a minute, Magi?
I'm sorry, I'm driving. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, well, that is exactly a program we try to run Archers, if they don't understand Magi Archers, is academics, researchers, charity, housing, economics, resources, and security. We're going to provide books. And it's really a mixture between books and bucks, where we feel it's an inmate writing program and a book club where we feel we want to teach brothers basically how to use their authorship in order to actually, like Brother Ishmael said, gain some of the funds for much needed expenses as well as other things. But since I'm driving, I just want to come to a quick close.
All right.
And let us not forget the merchandise, the works of Brother Wujau and works of all the members, but in particular the exclusive designs and us being able to clothe ourselves. These are things that we take a lot of value in.